And there we go. We're live on the internet. That's how it works these days, apparently.
People are very strange these days.
They are. People equal shit, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Probably smash out this podcast.
Roger Dodger smashing.
Smash. Engaged.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to the JFG podcast. This is episode 223. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how's it going there? You all right?
Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, feeling good as always on a Wednesday. Sparkling thoughts give me the hope to go. How does it go? Hope to go on. I think.
Hope to go on.
I do hope to go on.
You hope to.
Hey, I'm fucking Mel Gibson's soul. Bam! Straight in the chat. Old lonesome
Oh,
not I. What is
There he
this?
is. Back on the
Fucking
radar.
hell. For once, I'm not busy when I get. A naughty. There you go.
There you go.
He's there. He's
Welcome
there.
to the party, pal.
Welcome
There he
to the
is.
live stream. Obviously, you're more important than anyone else that listens to this episode now. Congratulations.
By some distance. By
Indeed.
some margin.
Indeed. Yeah.
That's how it works. That's how it happens.
Science. Yeah, as always, feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah, sparkling thoughts. It's been a busy week. Gas. There it is. I drove down south to see the folks at the weekend. That was nice.
Very nice.
We went go aping, which if anyone doesn't know what go ape is, it's where you walk amongst the trees.
The top canopy, buddy, through
Yeah.
through the dense vegetation at the top of the trees.
Indeed,
like
yeah.
an ape might.
Maybe, or just on planks of wood that are there,
Yeah.
or little swingy things, which is kind of fun, especially if you've got like kids of the age of 5 and up. And yeah, this was the first time that my daughter, who is aged 5, went on this, and I was thinking, oh no, she's going to be a bit like, bit scared, because you know I've been to these things before, and I've seen kids get reasonably scared because it's quite high up, you know, and they get there and then they freeze. Not this one. It's like a spider monkey, just running across. She was just
all about the
running.
place.
She didn't give a shit. She was running across it, and then we went round, and then like the lady was like, "Well, you made that look easy," to like my son and my daughter, and they were like, "Well, you got to go around it backwards now," and I thought, how are you going to go around it backwards? Because there's like a zip line at the end. You're going to have to like fucking scale up the zip line. But they actually meant walking backwards, which my kids understood immediately, and I didn't, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's where my mind went as well. But I can see why yours went where it was.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing though.
I was like,
had your 5-year-old managed to reverse zip
Yeah,
line up
exactly.
a tree?
I was like,
I mean,
is
fair
this a
enough at that
thing?
point.
Can we do this? That sounds awesome. Like that would be
Does.
loads of fun. So yeah, that was good. We went swimming in the rain because it rained a bit. Weather wasn't too bad. We did go swimming though, in the outside heated swimming pool, which was
Very
lovely.
nice. Very premium.
Indeed, buddy. Oh, weird thing though. When I was at Go Up, we went to Bedgebury Park, is it, or whatever it is in Kent?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, it's lovely. Very expensive for parking, like 13 quid. I was like, that takes the piss a little bit, but you know,
Well, it's free entry though, so the parking's kind of the ticket.
wankers though. Really,
He's not happy with that.
it's just nature, you know. At end of
well,
day,
true. Yeah.
I
Nature
thought.
and wasps, I presume, at
Yeah.
this time of year.
I thought it was a bit steep. I mean, like £5, £8, yeah. All right, £13, mate. Fucking wankers, absolute cunts. And
Okay.
that's my thought on that anyway. Well, especially when we had 2 cars. I was like, fucking, that's 26 quid we forked out just to park here. And the thing is, like, we didn't even like go around the park and enjoy the park. It was just because Go Ape was there. And I was like, well, is there not like, you know, a discount for if you're just going to Go Ape, because like we're forking out 80 odd quid for this, and now we're forking out another like 26 quid for this. It's like they're like, no, sorry.
I didn't realise that. I didn't know you had to pay for like the full Bedgebury parking if you go to Go Ape.
Yeah,
that is shit.
That's why. Well, mainly like obviously, yeah. If I was going there to enjoy the park and like have a bicycle ride or whatever around, and I'd be like, yeah, 13 quid for like the whole family, like no problem, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I thought it was a bit of a piss take. I thought they'd do like some kind of discount or something if you were doing that, but they didn't. But anyway, that's where we were, and they've got a lovely play area that my youngest daughter was on while we were doing the Go Ape, and I came out and went and met her, obviously where my wife was. And someone was like, Ash. I was like, well, that's my name. Hello. Who's there? And it was one of my school friends that I hadn't seen. Like, my really, really good school friends that I hadn't seen for, like, must be about 16 years or something.
Jesus.
And I was like, wow, that's a bit weird. You all right? And he was there with his wife, who was actually his girlfriend at the time. When
wow.
we used to hang out, and I was like, yeah, all right, how's it going? They were like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and started talking. I was like, yeah, I got 3 kids. They were like, oh yeah, we got 3 kids as well. Like their kids were like, I don't know, they had twins at around about 1 and another one at 3. I was like, yeah, I've got like a 9-year-old. They're like, what? You got a 9-year-old? I'm like, yeah, you know, it's kind of what I do. Stupid things like that is
kind of
what it
thing.
is. Yeah, I'm kind of that guy. So that was really cool actually. It was a bit fucking random, like timing and places and stuff like that all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy when stuff like that happens. I like it. It's cool.
Gibbons.
Came back on, I think it was Monday evening-ish. So I had a nice long weekend there. Had the day off work on Tuesday, so I had many plans of sitting around doing nothing, but obviously that didn't happen. So I went and fixed the shed, mowed the lawn, trimmed some hedges. I put some blinds up in my room now, so while I'm having a cheeky wank, no one can see me do it, which is nice.
Lovely.
Yeah,
yep.
Always
Very
handy.
Nice.
So that was a nice relaxing day. Oh, yeah. Next on the list of things I've done, there's an update on the PC, buddy. Obviously on Tuesday I was like at home and I had a spare 10 minutes of perusing my phone. Decided to buy a processor, didn't I? Obviously.
There you go.
It didn't take long. Like last week I was saying like, oh, I'm never going to be able to buy it, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let's just buy it, you know. Then it's done.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, you know, I've bought all the other stuff. If I leave it, it's just going to get older. You know, that was my reasoning behind it.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yeah, I got a PC. I'm going to build it this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna go terribly wrong, I feel, which is good. But yeah, new PC, buddy. Hopefully for the next podcast we'll be able to, I don't know, do all kinds of shit. But
10K.
We'll be streaming at 10K.
10K. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Dolby surround sound.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't got Dolby speakers at home, it'll come out.
We'll just absolutely rape your bandwidth. You're welcome. Enjoy that. Yeah, and that's the only way to watch it as well. You can't downsample that shit either. And finally, buddy, this week I've been playing a bit more Fortnite with the kids, and there is a prop hunt mode on that is actually really, really good.
Shit.
Like classic prop hunt. You know, 2 teams. None of that fucking Call of Duty ball bag stuff. You got a health bar. Obviously, if you're shooting the wrong stuff or hitting the wrong stuff, then your health goes down. It pings like a sound every like 15 seconds or so. It's mint. It's really good. I doubt we'll play it, but I just thought I'd mention it if we ever feel like doing a bit of prop hunt. I don't know how long it's on there. Probably only for a week, but it was cool. The kids fucking love it, especially when I'm a massive bus jumping about the place.
So does it still shrink the circle on that?
No, it's literally it's a map. It's a little like
Right,
barn
okay.
area.
It's
No,
just
it's not.
working
It's
out
not
how-
like no.
it's a bit
It's
big, that map.
so I think I mentioned it a couple of episodes or so ago. There's like the whole creation thing, and yeah, people just make like little maps. So this is just a little map of like a barnyard or whatever, with a barn and shit. And then loads of crap everywhere, and you can disguise yourself as whatever. And yeah, it's prop hunt. It's the prop hunt that we know from Terrorist Town or whatever it is, or
Yeah.
Gary's Mod even.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it would be nice if we had a punt at it, but I doubt we will, to be honest. Yeah. So that's pretty much my week. We just got a little message from Mugger from Soul. It's saying, heck yeah, from Alabama, been fishing I can't say that word, Chattahoochee all morning. I'm going for Chattahoochee. No idea what it is. I'll be listening while I clean this striped bass. There you go. It's got a striped bass there.
Check him out. He's a mountain man. He's a real mountain man.
It's crazy. And I think there was an actual message for. We're just going to put it right now. This is a message in Discord, wasn't there, from Mel? Not from Mel, but for Mel. From JJ. He says, "What up, Mel? Glad to know we haven't lost Mel Gibbs from Soul. Hopefully you're not going to Professor Ted, living off the grid. Must say, dude, had it down though." So there you go. That's community there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go, buddy. I thought I'd pop that in while Mel's actually watching.
Gibbons.
So yeah, that's my week, buddy. Obviously, lots of drinking happened, as always does when I see my folks. How about yours?
It's been all right. I've done all sorts. I've been all about the place, mainly because it's been the missus' birthday. So I've had lots of stuff to do and shenanigans and happenings and goings on and so on and so forth. So yeah. Firstly, though, probably worth noting that we went back for the old pub quiz last week, buddy, and we won for the second time in a row. I say in a row, we did actually skip 2 of them because it was too hot in the
No,
pub.
that will happen. Too hot,
Actually,
inside,
there's been
outside.
2 quizzes in between our wins, but
They
weren't
don't
at
count.
them, so they don't count.
They don't count. You're absolutely right. They don't
Yeah,
count.
it was a stonking display. A shout out to friend of the podcast, Funk, who was very adept at recognizing 70s game show presenters in the picture round, which
There you go.
which surprised everyone. But yeah, valuable points there. And yeah, there was a Disney songs round. We were obviously always going to do well on that. And then there was a music round, and of course we were always going to do well on that. So yeah, the rounds fell for us. We won by 1 point.
There you
But
go. That's all you need.
Us and the team in second scored 15 points more than any of the other teams in the pub, even though there were 15 teams. So
Well,
there you go.
Those guys
There
are
was
shit.
one that lived with us, but they couldn't quite keep it together till the end. And yeah, so we won again, buddy. Fucking beautiful. Elsewhere, Saturday trip to the cinema in the morning. Well, I like to go to the cinema in the morning, buddy.
Yeah,
To
morning
see a
trip to the
see a
cinema.
PG in the morning.
Best time to see it.
Best time to see a PG. No, it was fine. There were no kids there. I was pleased. We went to see The Art of Driving in the Rain, which is a movie that I probably wouldn't have watched if it was on the telly, let alone in the cinema. But the missus saw the trailer, and it featured Jess from Gilmore Girls. Everyone loves Jess.
Another
Team
bit of Jess, yeah.
And also a very nice golden retriever, voiced by what's his face, who played Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Which Robin Hood?
Prince of Thieves.
The Prince of
Costner.
Thieves.
Kevin
there you
Costner.
go. Costner.
Yeah, he voices a dog, and it's told through the eyes of a dog, but it's like narrated by Kevin Costner, the dog. And it's all about Jess from Gilmore Girls and that sort of sickly-looking woman who's very thin and pale.
Skeletor.
Skeletor. Racing in the Rain. What's her name? Fucking. I'm really struggling with the names. It
That's
wasn't
right, mate.
especially
Welcome
memorable.
to my world. with not being able to speak.
Seyfried.
Yeah,
Amanda
that's
Seyfried.
just like Skeletor.
My favourite thing about this film was he was a race car driving instructor.
He was a race car driving instructor. She was a...
She was a sickly woman. So he was like a racing driving instructor who's got like a fledgling career as a race car driver, wants to be in like Formula One. And that was kind of cool. So there's a cool dog, voiced by Kevin Costner. Jess from Gilmore Girls wants to be a race car driver. Bit of like speedway, bit of like track racing and shit. Like some cool stuff there. It was fine.
Where does the dog come in? Does he also drive the car?
He was his little dog, and he became a bigger dog and looked after him and was always by his side. And it was basically just a sort of story of someone's life, love story, fucking tearjerker, featuring racing and a dog. And I mean, if it was just a sort of tearjerker, it might be a shit film. But with racing and a dog, I'd say it was probably mediocre. So,
well done. That's good to know.
Good.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, it was my favorite thing about it was the guy who owned the track where he did like his instructing stuff, who was basically like a father figure to him. Was played by Gary Cole, who plays Ricky Bobby's dad in Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
So he was basically playing the same role as in Talladega Nights, except he was a nice person.
And he wasn't taking the piss this time.
Yeah, just waiting for him to say some fucking horrible line. And
Yeah.
He never did. He was just genuine throughout. It was galling and a bit weird, but yeah, it was great. And the film was fine.
That'll do then.
I'd watch it if you got nothing else to do. Elsewhere, buddy, went to a weird pub in Pembury.
Hello.
Which, I wouldn't go to Pembury again. But we had some fish and fips, buddy. It was pretty tasty, very nice.
Ooh.
And then we were like, what should we do now? We'll return to the building beside the cinema we've come from and go bowling. Because it's birthday weekend for the missus.
This is jam-packed. Did the missus love the film, by the way? Was she fully involved?
She liked it.
Yeah.
Yep. She cried a lot.
Because of the pup.
Because of the pupper and other things as well. The sickly girl.
Sickly girls and pups. That'll fucking do it. There we go. Episode 223. Sickly girls and pup.
Sickly girl and pup. There she was. And there was the pup. See, we went bowling, buddy. I had a nightmare first game in the bowling. I think I'm all right at bowling for an amateur. I think a good score in bowling is probably somewhere between sort of 120 and 150 for an amateur.
I'll be happy with that.
I'll be well happy with that. So yeah, I my first round I got a 69, which, despite being the number 69 and therefore quite good, is a terrible bowling score. But I got better, buddy. In the next round, I got 130, and then in the last round, I got 145. I was pretty pleased with that, as someone who hasn't been bowling for probably a year. So I was trying your little fucking bowling run-up flick, buddy. You do the little leg.
Oh yeah, leg flick. Yeah.
It wasn't really working for me, but then I'm not a professional like you, so.
Here we go. Coaches say that a typical amateur or good leisure bowler's average is closer to 130 to 150. So there you go, buddy.
I was right bang in the middle of that, except I'm not a good amateur. And I don't play regularly. I haven't played for a year.
Oh, no, I didn't say good amateur. It's amateur or good leisure bowler. Okay. So amateur.
I think it was decent.
Mate, you're on the money right there.
I have bowled a 165 in my life.
That's loco.
A friend of the podcast, Paul, was there. He can testify to that.
Nice. Well played.
Bafflingly bowled like 5 strikes out of 6, and I have no idea how that happened, and it will never happen again. But either way, bowling's fun, and it was good. We enjoyed it.
Nice.
So that was Saturday, buddy, and you're probably thinking at this point, well, that's probably enough for a weekend, isn't it? You've been cinema.
You've done a lot there. Yeah.
Went bowling, but not us, buddy. Oh God, no. Sunday early morning, we met up with Funk and partner and headed off down to Brands Hatch. We were down Brands Hatch by about 20 to 9.
There you go.
For, of course, the German touring cars, buddy, the DTM. The DTM, yeah. And, And the lady
yeah.
racing, the W series, or it should be called Vagina series, but it's
Yeah,
just
the
called...
V series.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
They also had the old Lotuses, multi-class Lotus racing, and
Nice.
classic minis. And that was all fucking fantastic. We would have been happy with that, buddy, except special guest star David Coulthard turns up.
Davey C.
Brings with him the 2011 Red Bull Formula One car.
Like you do. Just had it in his boot. Just popped it out. It's like, yeah.
Pops in there. They all set him up and we're like, waiting by the side. I was like, oh shit, he's fucking DC in a Formula One car. Here he is. And he just proceeds to cunt it round Brands Hatch at top speed. Before they went
just
hybrid,
out for a Sunday drive.
Deafening. He went out for 2 separate runs between some of the races. It was fucking amazing. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And we parked ourselves up by fucking Druid's hairpin to see how fast he could go around that. Me and the Funk were very interested to see. Yeah. I can't even tell you what speed he went around there, but it was dead flat. And he was going much faster than it seems is physically possible. But,
It's magic, really.
Fucking Brands Hatch.
Was it what did you say, the 2011 one?
That's right.
Yeah, that thing had some stank.
It really did. And yeah, it was still sort of like full-blown fucking gas guzzlers before they went sort of hybrid and the engines were all quieter and that.
Pussies.
It was fucking great. Yeah, and some great DTM races. A mini on its roof in one of the mini racing.
Classic.
Was pretty good.
Yeah, it's one thing you always want to see.
Exactly. And the driver was fine, which is fine as well.
Yay.
So, yeah, all sorts. Like, loads of lovely food. We took, like, a massive picnic and a load of drink and shit. And, there were helicopters. There was a big drone there. All sorts. Bands playing. Garlands of fresh herbs. It was a special time, buddy. And that's what I've been up to.
Nice.
Nice. I can't imagine many people have had such a lovely time. So fucking suck it, everyone, frankly.
Well, fair days. Just quickly, buddy, a couple of things from Mel again here. He's getting involved in the chat. He says, Gold Beans, buddies. I might go raid Area 51 with Reddit. And he'll be filming from a safe distance, which is nice. And then he says, any special recipes you'll do with fish besides fish and chips? And also he goes, how is the rice cooker, Alex?
The rice cooker's fucking exceptional, Mel. I probably used it maybe once a month. You don't want to get too much use out of that thing. You want it to last the rest of your life. And also, you don't want to take the edge off such a special rice dish. But, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Also, a great one to chuck out when you're doing a barbecue. Just get the rice on the go, pop it to one side, forget about it. Serve it up with some glistening meats, and always goes down smooth. Always. In terms of fish dishes, I'm always a big fan of
cooked.
Thyme sprigs, and then you wrap it in Parma ham with the thyme sprigs inside. So get your fillets and wrap it in Parma ham or bacon, and grill the shit out of that, or pan fry it, whatever you fancy.
Yeah, mine's just pan fry it with shitloads of butter.
Lots of butter.
It's all good.
But yeah, I think thyme's a cracking herb to use with that, and Parma ham kind of naturally sort of salts it, which is pretty cool, and also keeps it kind of, because you're kind of almost broiling it with the Parma ham wrapped around it, so it maintains its moisture in quite a nice way.
Nice.
Imagine if you were listening to this episode for the first time, you had no idea, like
this is under video games, right?
You wouldn't know what this was.
It's just an absolute shit show of us just waffling on about. I mean, this is entertainment these days. It's reality. People love reality.
We'll move forward, but you know, it's been an absolute pleasure and a delight so far, buddy. The topic for this week's episode is video games. Before we get to those, I do need to ask, as I often do. What it is you're drinking this evening? What you drinking, buddy? What you guzzling?
This evening, buddy, I'm on the classic 1079 project. There it is for the stream back to front. If you want to read that, it's backwards on there. It's a lovely pilsner, 4.6%, does the job, and is very cheap from Aldi. I highly recommend it for beer drinkers. How about you, buddy? What you on?
Well, I've just polished off. I had a glass left of this M&S Wave Break Pinot Grigio wine
Wave
of
break.
California.
Nice,
It's a wave
yeah.
break.
It's a wave
got a
break. Yeah.
gentleman on there.
Yeah.
The style is fresh, fruity, and moreish. The taste is juicy pear and zingy lime. And serve it up with salads, chicken, and pasta dishes. Well, I had a carbonara this evening, buddy, so I thought I'd partake. But that's gone now, and I'm
That's
moving
gone
on
now.
moving on to an American style IPA. You get it in Sainsbury's for a pack of them. It's the Hyde and Wild American style IPA, buddy.
Sounds
And,
nice.
it's fucking glorious. Very zingy. Very
Yeah.
tasty. And a
Citra,
5.6.
is it?
5.6. Why not?
Oh, mate, there's the guess from the beer. Enjoy that.
Yeah. So, it's very tasty. Definitely some Citra going on there. It's pretty special. I love it.
Nice, mate. Get that down your
Citra
throat.
and Summit. Is
There
the
you go.
hops.
Magic.
Yeah. And taste notes, buddy. Yeehaw! Is how it starts, and I won't read the rest. So
No, you don't need to. That's all you need. That
topic
is the
video
taste. Yeah.
And we're going
Drinking.
to talk about some.
Yeah.
Let's move on and talk about what we've been playing. So, do you want to get the ball rolling, buddy? What have you been playing this fair week?
This week, I haven't really been playing much. Like I said, I've been out of the house. But with being out of house, I did take the Nintendo Switcheroo with me.
Oh, very nice.
As I said last week, I might have played Mario Maker 2. And I have. Yes, I have.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Mario Maker, really, isn't it? But the second version. Of anyone that doesn't know what Mario Maker is, it's like Mario, the game Mario from all of time, and you get to make the levels. And
it's got like 1, 2, and 3, hasn't it? In there, or the first game did.
what, as in different levels you
Versions
can
of
be?
Mario.
Yeah. So yeah, whilst creating your Mario levels, you can select what type of Mario you want. Yeah, it's got original. I think it's got 1, 3. Hasn't got 2 because that was shit. The latest one, which is Odyssey, but in 2D format, which is really cool. It's got 3D World, which I think was a Wii U game, and Super Mario World. There you go. There's 5 of them to choose from what I remember.
Is 3D World 2D as well in this?
Yeah, everything's 2D. Everything
Right,
is just
okay.
standard Mario,
Keeping it
but obviously
simple.
it's just like, graphical, how it looks really. So a
Yeah,
block will
skins,
look like this. Yeah, but there are certain things you can use in certain levels or in certain genre of Mario or whatever it's called. I don't know. Whatever Mario you're using that it can't be done in others. And yeah, it's cool. You make your levels, you think, oh, I'm going to make a really good level, and then you get halfway through and it's a pile of shit, and you're like, oh, well, that didn't go to plan. I mean, I think the only game that I was semi-decent at making levels, actually, no, 2 games, because we did a lot on Halo 3 in Forge mode, which was really good fun with our fucking, what were they're not warthogs, what were the little... The mongoose, was it? The mongoose?
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do the mongoose race circuits and stuff. That was really good fun. And also, I spent a lot of time in Trials and played a hell of a lot of that game, so I kind of understood a lot of game mechanics and how to use them, which was pretty cool. But like some of the levels made in that game are insane. And that would be the same thing with Mario Maker 2. It's more of a case of... for me personally, it would be a case of downloading like the latest Mario levels and playing them. If I want to do that, I don't know. I've played a lot of Mario in my day. I don't really feel the need to continue that. But my son absolutely loves this game. Just having the ability to create your own levels for him was just awesome. Like, he's there going off on absolute mad tangents. I'm like, that doesn't work as a level, son. He's like making like these walls you have to jump up and then having like a platform. Then at the top of the platform, 3 massive Bowsers, because you can put Bowser in there, but then you can make him really big. And then he puts 3 of them there. I'm like, you're never going to get past that. And he's like, yeah, we'll do it, Dad, we'll do it. I'm like, all right. And so then for the next like half an hour, we're trying to get past these like 3 Bowsers, and then like the one time we do it, we're like, yeah, we fucking did it. But it's loads of fun. Once again, it comes down to like playing with my kids though. With this game, it's not a game that I would play on my own. And like I said, I've played a lot of Mario. I haven't got the urge to go back to it and play it more, let alone make my own levels for it. But it does what it does really, really well. Creating the levels is really simple. It's a hell of a lot easier in tablet mode because you can just click on the screen with your fingers. I have got a massive issue with the controller drift. I didn't think I had, but on playing this game, when it's like, it's pretty much a mouse, yeah? You're moving the hand around to click on things.
Yeah, because you need to, you're setting up, you're building a level. It's like a blueprint.
Yeah, it's like 2D Minecraft kind of. There's all different blocks and you fill in the blocks with whatever you want to put in there kind of thing. So you're moving this hand around to click on things. So I'd move it and I'd leave it there for a second while I'm clicking on some buttons, and it would just, like, after like half a second, it would just start moving on its own across the screen. I'm like, wow, that is fucking terrible, mate. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've had issues with my DualShock 4s before. The only issue that I really had, well, one just died, but the other issue was with L2. If I held L2 down, it would make me. It would also click L3 at the same time. So when I was playing Destiny, I'd be zooming in and it would sprint, and it would take me out of it. And I was like, what the fuck? I went through all kinds of things trying to fix it, and in the end, I just bought a new one anyway. But yeah, no, I've never experienced anything like this. It's absolutely terrible. And we were playing Minecraft on the Switch, like split screen, and you're mining away, and you stand in front of a block and you're hitting it. You don't want to move, and it just suddenly starts spinning you around. You're like, what the fuck? This is a terrible situation to be in.
Not
really
cool.
I still haven't heard any updates about if Nintendo in UK are sorting them out for free or not. I don't think they are.
I've been keeping my peepers peeled, buddy, and there's been nothing at all, no mention of it. They've been trying to keep it real quiet.
I'm fucking hoping something does happen there, because I want them fixed, because it's terrible. It's really, really fucking bad. Anyway, Mario Maker 2.
What,
yeah, go on.
A year-ish, year and a half?
Year and a half now, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And that's it hasn't had a lot of use compared to a lot of Switches out there where Nintendo fanboys will be all over them kind of thing. But yeah, Mario Maker 2, it's really good at what it does. If you like Mario, this is a game that you would really enjoy playing. If with your kids, if you're trying to get them into Mario and understand where it came from to where it is now, kind of thing, that's really cool. But for me, I'm glad I've played it, let's put it that way, but I'm not going back to it. Unless I go on another lengthy trip, probably. Which is actually happening in a couple of weeks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm away for a week in Cornwall.
So, oh, man.
Yeah, should be nice. I'm
very nice.
Gibbons. So there you go, buddy. Apart from that, I've been fucking about on my PC, making sure everything's ready to transfer over and stuff, and playing a bit of Fortnite, but no one cares about that because I don't. So what you been playing, buddy? Anything exciting? Anything new? Fresh?
Well, not on my list, but I did play a little bit of with a friend of the podcast, Paul, because we got a bit of a taste after going to Brands at the weekend. Busted out a bit of Project Cars 2 last night, and
oh, nice.
Really enjoyed it. Set it up so that it only gives you the assists that the cars have, like, as standard, and then went manual gears from the start. And we were just racing around, just the two of us, with like no AIs or anything. We tried all manner of different cars and had a really good time. That game is a fucking masterpiece. I was trying out different weather effects and stuff. We did the Nordschleife in Renault Meganes, just like all the way around the Nordschleife. It was really fun. And then we had
nice.
Got in some like LMP1 cars around like fucking Donington and Brands GP and stuff, and it was fucking awesome. Highly recommend that game. It's dirt cheap right now and has a wealth of content. It's as we were discussing when I was saying how I was playing Forza 7 a couple of weeks ago. Project Cars 2 really is your best bet for sports car sim racing on the consoles.
Yeah.
At least until the new Assetto Corsa arrives, which may be a slightly better port than the original. But we'll
Might
see.
be alright.
That's Competizione, which may be good. Certainly good on PC. But yeah, the port for the first Assetto Corsa was shite, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Other than that, very board game centric from me, buddy.
What?
I've played an actual board game, and I've played 2 video games based on board games. So let's get the ball rolling with Pandemic. I've been playing Pandemic this week. It was added to Game Pass, launched on Game Pass, in fact.
Yeah.
Pandemic is a board game. A lot of people may have heard of it if you're into your board games. It's one that I've wanted for ages. I haven't actually picked up yet, but I certainly will now that I've played a little bit of the sort of video game version. Kind of, it's I'd say it's unique, or probably isn't, but relatively so, as far as I'm aware. It's a co-op game. It's a zombie survival co-op game. But rather than the sort of classic zombie survival of actually fighting off like zombies and stuff, it's a virus outbreak game. So you're very much going around a world map trying to keep a lid on several like virus outbreaks whilst gaining research points to try and combat it. And the more points that a city gets of sort of virus strain, the more dangerous and powerful that thing is, and then it can start spreading to other cities on the chain and stuff. So you've got kind of different special abilities. For example, if you get 5 of the same color virus, then you can cure it at a research station. You can also use your turns to build research stations at cities. So if you can get to a city with a research station with those 5 same colored cards, you can cure that virus completely. It will still exist in the world until you go around and mop it up. But basically the object of the game is to cure all viruses. And if you manage to do that, regardless of the outbreak situation around the world, the game ends and you win. The beauty of it is it's co-op. And you can play, I think the board game version, you can play up to 7 players. I think it's 4 players on the Xbox.
Nice.
But, you can also chuck in lots and lots of different virus strains to make life really difficult for yourself. And yeah, just special abilities. One of them's like a mega scientist, so if you're playing as her, you only need 4 colored cards to cure a virus. There's another one where the woman's like a quarantine expert. So if you're kind of go to sort of South America and park her in the middle of the map, then essentially virus cards come down from the top at random. So the game draws cards, and basically they're cities that get outbreak points kind of added to them. But this quarantine expert, it means that the cards, even if they come up for the city you're in or any connected cities, can't get any more infected than they already are. So she's kind of like a bit of a buffer zone. And there's loads of different types of perk and stuff here. It's very clever. I like it a lot. It's really fun. I think we played like 5 rounds of it, me and the missus, and it's just really Moorish. It's quite a cool game. I'm looking forward to playing the board game version to sort of compare the two. But again, the very first time that I played Ticket to Ride was the Xbox 360 version before actually playing the board game one. And this is another example of that. So yeah, it's whether it's a good representation of the game, I don't know yet. But, it's fun. It's well made and pretty enjoyable. So yeah, that's on Game Pass, buddies. Also,
seeing if it's on
the
PC. Doesn't look like it is, which is a shame because I would have played that. I've got Bard's Tale, Yoku's Island, Space Hulk. No, it's not there. That's
I really need to marry the 2 services up a bit better.
Yeah,
it's early days, and I'm sure they'll get there. But, the lineup you get with Xbox One at the moment is so superior that they really need to
obviously
get on that. So speaking of Ticket to Ride, we also played a bit of that.
Love trains.
The 360 version, it runs quite happily on the Xbox One, and yeah, we had a great time playing that. The missus is fucking good at it though, like super cutthroat. It's difficult local because obviously you can see each other's cards. Which
is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it's troubling. But we kind of had a pact to not like fuck each other over, unless we actually needed to get through. Like, so
Yeah.
you were only allowed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like cop block if you actually needed that route. So that kind of made things fine.
I love
Yeah,
Ticket to Ride.
so well made that game, and when the Umpire music kicked in, I remember me and you on like Xbox Live viewing cams, like bumping up and down.
Bum. Yeah,
It's
it
good.
was
It's
times.
good shit.
Fucking classic
So
game.
to conclude my board game corner, I played actual Trivial Pursuit and
What?
and also Harry Potter edition Trivial Pursuit, which
Nice.
I didn't do especially well at.
No, you're
most
better at just
interesting-
general trivia, not
I won
just
general.
Harry Potter. Nice, yeah.
And I won it on an incredible question, which I still don't really know how I know the answer to this. But
Go on.
the question
Let me
was,
know.
which famous American actor
Yeah.
presented a documentary on the BBC radio about the deceased folk musician Nick Drake? That was the question. The question that I was
It's got to be Elvis Presley.
it was Brad Pitt.
Close.
I haven't heard it, so I don't know why I knew, but I did know, and no one was more surprised.
How
than
did
me.
you know that?
I
That's
don't know.
weird.
I genuinely don't know. It
There
must
you
have just
go.
come up, or I read it somewhere or something. But
One of those magical things where it's in your
Gibbons.
brain but you don't know.
fact, the only other thing I've played is
Subconscious.
Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is
Is that the two-stick jobby?
yeah, Joseph Ferris before A Way Out. This was like his
Yeah.
big game. Control
it's
the
a
two
good game.
brothers, one with each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really
Oh.
like it.
Yeah, you got to use your brain real hard on that.
I don't like it.
It doesn't.
I'm just-
it doesn't compute.
I'm just
It's
like,
ha-
why?
it's hard.
No, I can do it, but why am I doing it?
Well, because it's brothers in
Because
arms.
it's a game.
Because it's a game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. At the
It's
end
just
of the day.
fucking annoying. I don't want to. I just.
Would it be a better game if you switched between the two?
It'd be a better game if it was co-op, but then it would.
Well, yeah, that would be. Yeah, no. He tried something there, I feel, and
critically acclaimed game.
yeah. I mean, the
Why
art
now?
style and like the game itself is pretty cool. It's a good story
Should
going
probably
through it
persevere,
all.
shouldn't I? I'll probably get.
But it's the control system that threw me off.
Yeah, it works, but I just,
Yeah, it
just
does, but
why? Like,
I like at points I was like, wow, I've really got this down, and then suddenly my brain just goes, nope. It just switches
feels-
up and it goes tits up completely.
it just feels awkward.
Yeah,
I know that
it is
that's
awkward.
the game, but it's
Yeah.
just like why I can't get past
Why?
that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, like I said, I think he's tried something. He's done really well on some parts,
why?
but
He did brilliantly with from that
Yeah.
game, and
yeah,
to
totally.
be in a position where he could create, make a way out, which
Yeah.
was
Fine.
was it was fine. yeah. So that's what I've been playing, buddy. And unless you've got anything else, we should probably move on.
Gibbons.
And now it's time for the news.
Da news. Da news. Fucking news.
Number one.
Number one.
Number one. Dirt Rally 2.0 gets VR support on PC. I don't know what that means for PS4. Good or bad? Does it mean that they've kind of worked it out so they can port it over now? Or does it mean that if they were going to bring it out on VR for PS4, then they would have done, and they've released it on PC, so they're not? I don't know.
It's a case if it can run on that base PS4, really, isn't it? I think.
Well, the old game can,
So-
and the new game doesn't look that much better than the old game. Presumably, who can say? Obviously, that's a game that I would quite like, but I'm not willing to pay very much for it because, as I understand it, there's not much content there without buying a load of fucking DLC. And this is very much Cody's heading towards that bullshit. We've got the new Formula One game with custom decals and helmets and stuff you can buy.
Brilliant.
Dirt Rally 2.0 was the beginning of that, where they released it with only 5 stages or something. There's a snow level that was extra money, and it's like, Really.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks great, that VR. I've watched a couple of people playing on YouTube, and they swear by it. They say it's fucking awesome. So yeah, if you've got a powerful PC and a Vive, then jump in.
I have
But
neither.
It's it looks pretty good. So yeah, speaking of VR, it's a bit VR centric here.
Ooh.
Norman Sky update. We talked about it a little while ago.
No Man's Sky.
All sorts of bells and whistles here, but the big one is VR support on all platforms, including PS4. This has full VR support for online multiplayer of Norman Sky, and that is live now on PlayStation. We need to try that out, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We'll give it a burn.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
Because that looks cool. I need to download that and try it out, because that sounds pretty great. What do you reckon, buddy?
I think, yeah, it's going to be really good. I don't really know what the whole, sickness situation's going to be like in that game with the movement. One with the space flight, that could be pretty fucking intense. And then also just mooching about the place. We'll never know. Well, we will know because we'll play it. And then we'll let you know. But yeah,
bit of a bumpy launch, this thing.
Yeah,
already
true.
a PC patch fixing some pretty serious bugs and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to make any comment about that game and Rocky launch. I'll leave that where it is. But it's just exciting and interesting and certainly worth a go, I reckon.
Yes. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's definitely worth a go. I mean, we've got the game. It would be stupid not to.
Gibbons. So yeah, we'll be chatting about that at some point, I'm sure. Moving on for now, though, to more excitement. Trine 4. It was announced a little while ago that Trine 4 was on its way. It has a launch date, the 8th of October on all platforms, including Switch there. It looks lovely as ever. It has 4-player co-op. Trine 3 disappointed us by having local only on the co-op.
Ball bags. Absolutely retarded decision, that.
If many miles apart, and that was not really viable. Well, the new one's 4-player co-op rather than 3, and it has local and online, so that's exciting. That's going to make that a purchase, I think, to be honest, buddy. I've always loved the Trine games. We've had some great fun out of them, and
they look fantastic.
They always
look
really
wonderful. Good.
Yeah.
They're really, really good games. Wow, the first two. Don't know. I can't comment on the third.
It's just one of the best looking games on the PS. Yeah, like early doors. Like it's just
it's a gorgeous game. Good. I think we played it on PC first, didn't we? Like
I think we did
when it was back in the day.
Your old PC.
Yeah, my old PC, buddy.
Yeah, running it off the SSD.
There you go. Tasty. Job done. Does the job.
So to coincide with this, they're launching Trine Ultimate Collection as well. It arrives the same day.
Got you. Yeah.
And it's a full bundle. It features the new game as well as the 3 previous. So
that's nice.
4 games in one, and it's a reasonable price as well. So yeah, it looks possibly worth having. I don't know. I mean, the old games are sort of mega cheap at this point anyway.
True.
The third one being local only is a bit of a sticking point for most, I think. But yeah, either way, Trine 4, buddy.
I'll play that.
It's in the middle of the sort of chaotic launch window of the autumn, but
yeah, it'll do well.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Moving on, Walmart removes signs showing violence. Anything that involves violence is removed from their stores, including and predominantly video game signs like ads and stuff. Continues to sell guns though in their store.
Yeah. That's. I mean,
they'll continue to sell guns.
Yeah.
Handguns, rifles, but not violent video game. They'll sell the violent video games, but they won't advertise them.
Yeah, none of their propaganda.
No, I'll leave that there. Next, Destiny 2 cross save coming this month, buddy.
Hello. We're
The
talking about
cross-save.
Is it time to talk about Destiny again?
Never, but I just thought I'd let you know. I'm sure you're already aware that
Yeah, I know.
cross save coming to
Don't
Destiny.
worry, I know.
Next, the new Need for Speed is called Need for Speed Heat.
Heat,
It's
like Miami Heat.
like
Is that the
Miami, very
basketball-
much so. Yeah,
Basketball team, Miami Heat, was it? I
Miami
don't know.
vibe, and it will be shit.
I'm looking forward to it.
It looks like Need for Speed 2015, which we actually got a lot of fun out of.
I love that game.
I
I'll
wouldn't
buy
say
Need
that.
for Speed Heat for £5.
For £5, I might join you, but yeah. Activision has been bragging about its microtransactions in Call of Duty, claiming they are engaging gamers on a recent finance call with shareholders.
Does
They
that
say-
what engaging or raping?
Yeah,
that-
it says revenue for microtransactions at Activision Blizzard rose to $800 million this quarter alone across all their franchises.
Right.
With,
We need to bring microtransactions to the podcast community. We could make a fucking mint. Just
20
saying.
quid or so. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
needs to
I'll
happen.
give you like you get a new skin for the elusive front cover. 50
$800
quid.
million this quarter
Yeah, that's
in
nice.
microtransactions for Activision Blizzard, with Candy Crush being the biggest earner.
Obviously, because that's where stupid people are. Well,
Meanwhile,
that and Call of
speaking
Duty.
of stupid people, the
Okay, hello.
Call of Duty community is angry about the micro. What? Yeah,
Nothing. Yeah,
that's what's happening.
Okay.
That's what's happening
stupid
there.
people in the Call of Duty, as in stupid people, the Call of Duty community. Got you.
Anyone who buys Call of Duty and then complains about his microtransactions is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
The COD community is
Go on.
angry, buddy, about the microtransactions.
Right.
All of which came after the game was released, and the majority of which are literally pay to win at this point, with various perks that are gameplay affecting. And
I can kind of feel for them there if it wasn't in there to begin with, and then they got
they
added
had no way of
later.
knowing they'd be added.
They didn't know it was going to happen, you know.
No,
they weren't
didn't
aware
know.
of the situation, aka my penis. And, you know, sometimes it's just going to come at you.
Having added microtransactions after launch to the last 5 Activision Blizzard games, they had no way of knowing that this was
No.
going to happen. Having done
No.
that to the last Call of Duty and the one before, they had no
Right.
idea that
Okay.
this was going to happen. The people who are angry, of course, will buy the next one.
They're going to bite because they love Call of Duty.
Yeah, it very much saws off the only leg they're standing on there. So, yeah,
peg
like,
leg.
you can be angry all you like about microtransactions, but if you continue to spend money on AAA games that contain microtransactions, you're the problem. Even if you're not actually even if you're not spending money on the microtransactions, you're the problem. And if you don't want games to be ruined by these like false economies and microtransactions, you need to stop buying the game.
Yeah, it's that double-edged sword, though, isn't it? You know, you want to play the game, but you don't want the microtransactions.
Just don't buy
so...
it. You don't need to play the game.
But I want to play the game, though.
Just don't.
But I want to
Play
play the
something
game.
else.
No, I want to play that game.
Yeah. Well, that's
fucked
fine
it.
then. You
That's
can
my
play
choice.
the game, but don't complain afterwards.
All right.
You know, it's cake and eat it. Like,
yeah,
you
I
can
mean-
buy the thing, but you can't moan about it.
Destiny 2 is going to be fucking riddled with microtransactions in whenever the new one comes out in October. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
But it is what it is. Fuck it.
it is what it is, and so is Call of Duty.
Yeah. I
More
won't be
than-
buying
more
that.
than any other game. It is what it is.
What is the worst game, like AAA game for microtransactions? FIFA. There you go. It's got to be. It's got to be FIFA. Gotta be.
I don't know. I mean, Call of Duty is an always online. It's an online only.
Call of Duty, yeah.
It's an online only game, so the microtransactions clobber you at every moment. At least FIFA has a career mode. At least it's got like
The new one, not defending Call of Duty, the new one's going to have single player and co-op and everything on it, though, isn't it? So they
Yeah.
are. Well, they have got that option now, so you can't. I guess for the new one, you can't Say that
Thief
it's
is
an
like
online only.
proper insidious. I mean, I played through
It's
that
a
journey,
motherfucker, isn't it?
and
Yeah.
at the end of each chapter, it's split into 4 chapters for no apparent reason. At the end of each chapter,
Obviously.
you get, like,
Seasons of the
you
year.
get a
I'm going
special
for.
ultimate team card, and it takes you to a page. It displays the ultimate team card,
Yeah.
and there's 2 options at the bottom: head to ultimate team mode or continue the journey. And head to ultimate team
trying
mode
to
is
pump
highlighted
you
by
in.
default. Like, you
Because
just gotta
it's
hit
just
X.
trying to pump you into it. Like,
Yeah.
Come on. Suck on this teat, you bitch.
People find surprised mechanics very fun, buddy.
Oh, I do. I mean, I'm not a fan of
Surprise
surprises. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan. You know.
Gibbon.
If you've ever seen, I know you have, old, what's his name? Oh, Ben Stiller, Zoolander, you know. When they're in the mining shaft, he jumps out.
Surprise!
Exactly, mate. I didn't realise until about my 7th watch through of how funny that moment was.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. Great stuff. Anyway,
Gone as
surprise
soon as it
mechanics.
arrives, but
There you
fantastic.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
good times.
Finally from me, buddy. I know it's VR, and I could have mentioned it before when we were talking about VR, but I wanted to end with it because I'm mega excited about it. LA Noire VR version is coming to PS4. I'm really excited about that. There's a selection of videos on YouTube of a very funny person playing LA Noire in virtual reality. I highly recommend that you look up just LA Noire VR funny on YouTube.
Nice.
He's made like 2 or 3 videos. They're very, very funny, and I'm looking forward to recreating them on my PlayStation. I really like LA Noire, and I'm looking forward to playing it in VR, buddy.
Have we got LA Noire?
I do on disc.
How are you going to play it? What? You've got... Oh, what, on the PS4?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go then. Nice.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be a free update or if you have to buy a whole new game.
Oh,
but
fuck, yeah. That's a mother liquor when they do that, cunts.
either way.
Yeah, no, that'll be a paid for thing. It'll be a standalone thing. It won't have anything to do with the original
I'll
game
buy
apart
it.
from the name. Yeah, we'll get that. Fuck it.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck
nice.
it. I have a job. I have an income. I'll spunk it
Exactly.
on wherever I want.
You know, if I
I'm
want
going to
to.
spend it on microtransactions. Fuck
get
this
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to support
Who cares?
Activision. They need the
My
money.
money. I do what I want.
Yeah, it's my body.
Don't judge me.
So that's my news, buddy. Have you got any news?
No.
Well, I won't hand over to you for my favourite section then, buddy.
Sorry,
That was
buddy.
The news, and we'll move on.
I did look like all week and I was just like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
I was pretty thorough with my news, so I don't.
You
blame
nailed
you,
it.
buddy.
You picked the best news.
And now it's time for Out This Week.
And that's out this week. It's a quick one. Did we mention what Games for Golds and PS Plus were like a couple of weeks ago? I can't remember if we did or not.
No, we missed a pod when that was sort of announced, so I didn't bother the following week because it was already
Well,
out.
people know by now, so
Yeah,
they don't need to know.
Wipeout in it on PlayStation.
Yeah, Wipeout and
Sniper
Sniper
Elite
Elite 4 and Xbox was some shite.
Yeah, I've been
believe.
trying not to look at Xbox because I haven't got gold and I'm not willing to pay for it until
Don't need to,
someone
mate.
buys a little shit heap to play games with me on.
I've got a new PC, mate. I can play games with you. Just saying.
gee.
I've got my Game Pass now as well.
Yeah, it's
Got-
not
got
enough.
a Game
Not enough
Pass.
crossover, really, is there? That's the thing.
We'll have a look, see what there is. But yeah, I got Forza 4, State of Decay 2, Gears of War 4, but that was bad.
Yeah, it's a bad game.
Bad game.
A message on our YouTube from someone saying it's brilliant. I can't remember who that was. I got a message on my phone from someone saying Gears of War 4 is brilliant. I was like,
That's propaganda for you, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know.
I've played video games before, and this one. Not so
Yeah.
good. Oh, hello, daughter. One sec, buddy.
Oh,
What's up, sweet pea?
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
can you just bring my Bunny and Blumpy because I don't want to miss the film.
What, downstairs?
Yeah.
Go on then, go down. I'll bring it in a sec.
Who you play with? Your
Alex, my friend Alex.
I was gonna say that.
He's there. Look, there he is. He's waving, saying hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Good girl. I'll bring it down a bit.
Can you bring it down?
Huh?
Can you bring it down?
Where is it?
In my bedroom.
In your bed. Okay, I'll get it now. Back in a sec, bud.
Okay.
Oh. Hello.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not like she could have just gone into her bedroom and got it herself, because, you know, that would have actually been less time than coming to see me. Yeah.
Just wanted to see you because you're a ledge, buddy.
That's true. But hey,
Yeah.
there you go. What were we talking about? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Shit, probably. What's out this week, bud?
We talk about Xbox games, Xbox Gold, and the fact that you've got PC and that I've
Yeah.
got Gold and play together and so on.
Sea of Thieves, mate. Sea of Thieves. There you go. Apparently that's the best game, I've also been told on YouTube.
Yeah, it's the best. That's what we were talking about. Gears of War 4 is a good game.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's really bad.
It's not great.
It's really shit.
1 and 2 were good.
I like other games. On
I do
Xbox.
prefer other games.
I don't like all of them.
Yeah. No, they're
That'd
not
be
all
weird.
great.
So out this week, buddy, we got Rad on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. It is a top-down 80s-esque shooter, and I rather like the look of it. I'd quite
Nice.
like to play it.
It's got a great name. That sells it for
Rad.
me. Yeah,
there
exactly.
you go. Remnant from the Ashes arrives on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It is a ropey-looking survival action FPS with RPG elements that has nothing to do with cricket. So, England finishing on 258 all out today. Going into day 2/3 because of the weather at 30 for 1. Stuart Broad getting a cheeky wicket before the day was out, but not looking good for England. Nothing to do with this game, of course, but who cares? Also, Life is Strange 2 Episode 4 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I like Life is Strange, but obviously not enough to play through Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, which has been sitting on my console for some time. I started.
Been there for a while.
And then... There's an annoying dad in it. And
Hello. I'm one of them.
He annoyed me, and it made me not want to play it. I need to push past that. But I was listening to a bit of Sufjan Stevens today, who did the soundtrack to
Good times.
Captain Spirit, which was the prequel to Life is Strange 2.
Ah, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Great album. That LOL special. Good stuff, like it.
I
Poyo
think
Poyo
Illinois
arrives.
is my favourite Sufjan Stevens album.
He's great. He really is great.
He is great.
He somehow, despite being super famous, managed to still be in a position where if you say that you like Sufjan Stevens, 99% of the time, everyone else in the room's like, who? And I don't really get that.
Who
He's been out
dat?
for ages. He's
Who
very
dat?
successful. I don't know
Yeah,
how these
I know.
people do it, but
It's magic.
either way,
It's magic.
very cool. Yeah, Poyo Poyo coming to Switch on the 22nd of August. And also Space Harrier. Just imagine giving a fuck about that. That's coming to Switch on August the 22nd.
How did they get that running on the Switch?
I can't believe they managed to get the original Space Harrier running on the Switch.
It's amazing.
So yeah, we're still in this horrible, horrible fucking drought. There's not much that we can do about it, unfortunately. But you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel, because we are well on our way through August. It's the 15th already.
I know.
We know at the end of the month we got Wreckfest, which is super exciting.
And then Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Control is out on the 27th of August.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. That's a game that I'd play.
And then heading into September,
Right.
we've got PES, Gears 5, Borderlands 3, a new Legend of Zelda game on the Switch.
Right. Yeah. Waiting for you to say something good.
Ugh. Gosh. Code Vein,
No.
FIFA,
No.
Trine 4.
Yes.
Okay, so October the 8th, mark it in your diaries, buddies. That's when the next good game's coming out. We'll move on swiftly from out this week then. Cheers, buddies.
Dear.
And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Has he got any questions this week, buddy?
He starts off by presumably just trying to sort of rile us slightly.
I know, I've read this, and I want to go and punch him in the face. To be honest.
Well, that's what he wants.
I know, it's his thing.
Says, played the first couple of hours of God of War, hasn't hooked me yet.
Don't know
Bosses
how.
that you kill and then regain their health 3 times are not top of my list. We shall see. The we shall see is the important bit, buddy.
We
Funk
shall
hasn't dismissed
see.
God of War.
Now we
that's
know.
because he knows at the depths of his, like, the back of his mind, he's like, there might be something to this, and
We'll
see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. What Funk does say is, I'm balls deep back in XCOM, playing on
Ooh,
easy.
hello.
The weapons-focused development is super fun. So yeah, he's playing like a custom.
Turn-based. Nice.
He's playing a custom XCOM there, where he's got it on easy, but he's doing like essentially putting all the research into getting like the super weapons, which is it's probably something you wouldn't get away with on the higher difficulty.
No.
Because you need to be kind of more even keeled, but he's like discovered a sort of bit of fun there, which is kind of cool. And,
It's one of those custom game modes that we've
Yeah.
mentioned back in today. Where
King of the
if
Bill.
you want to, exactly, King of the Bill. You know the score. So it's where a game has set rules, and then you tweak said rules to gain more enjoyment, I would say.
Gibbons, absolutely. Yeah, I mean XCOM's cool. I spent like 2 hours putting everyone I know's name into it, and then kind of didn't play it after that. But I was playing that thing with the pig and the duck, Mutant Year Zero.
Oh
which
yes.
is like,
Yes.
basically is also XCOM, and I think it's free on the Epic Store at the moment. That game, if anyone wants to give that a go. But that's very much in the same vein, the sort of XCOM style of combat with its turn-based sort of
I'm going to check it right now.
and stuff.
Probably gonna
It's good. That
break
thing.
my computer.
Really good.
Go on. Yeah.
They're not really. It's not really my sort of game, turn-based stuff. But
Not really your bag, baby.
Not really, but
Hmm.
this thing. Was
You mean like Pokemon?
Pokemon's
Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy? No. Yeah, there's.
No. Worms?
I like
Worms
I liked
WMD?
Worms. It's past
Worms
tense.
Armageddon? Worms
Armageddon
3D?
was an absolutely brilliant game, buddy. It was
Trying to think of other Worms games. No, I
subtle
can't.
fucking
Worms
genius,
2?
Worms Armageddon. Worms 2 was all right. To be honest, the one I played the most was the original Worms. I
Good
got
times.
it the day I got my first computer, and I played the absolute ever-loving shit out of Worms, the original.
Oh.
It was wonderful.
Oh.
60 frames,
Gotta love them 60 frames. I'll tell you what,
520 resolution.
60 frames is the way forward. It's not the way backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Mega gas. Oh. I feel like we're stalling now, but I'm cool with that.
No, we're done. It's all over.
Okay. You are right,
only
Mutant Road to Thingy, whatever it is, free right now on the Epic Store up until the 22nd of August. I mean, I could literally click a button and it's mine right now.
Just do it. It's great. And graphically, it's pretty nice, actually. With your new PC, it'll look really nice. The lighting engine and that on there, it's great. Good voice acting as well. It's It's kind of cartoonesque.
Mm.
Yeah, animals and shit. Like a
The
talking duck.
the Epic Store's making my computer shit its pants right now.
Well, as is its right, buddy. That's what it does. Loves it.
Yep. No,
Gibbons.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, okay. And thank
So
you.
I think
There
that'll
we go.
about do us, buddy, for episode 223. It's all over.
Oh,
We're done.
hey, whoa. Hey, whoa.
What?
Mel is in the chat.
Go on then.
Right, Meow. Speaking of science and technology, I purchased a new GoPro this year. It is advertised at 60 frames, 1440p, I guess that is. Waterproof deal. Been great all year round, but overheated this week because I tried to film it at 1440p for the first time. Corrupted the whole SSD card. Apparently, the waterproof housing does not allow for proper cooling at high res. Bummer.
He's
So
absolutely
there you go,
right.
buddies. Yeah, I mean that's the danger that you live. Maybe there's a bit of. He wanted some action cam of his butt. There you go. That's the maybe it was in the fine print. Just say. Don't film your butt underwater at 1440p.
Well, I mean, I'd probably encourage Mel, unless he's live streaming, then he might want to take a little look at the DJI Osmo Action.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! What is this?
I don't know if Mel is aware, and maybe that's why he asked, but I actually work for a camera hire company, so I know things about cameras now that it
Hello.
would be inexplicable for me to know beforehand, buddy.
Well
So,
done. You know something.
Yeah. I mean, it can do stuff that the Hero 7 can't. It also can't do things that the Hero 7 can. And,
Trade-offs, eh?
It's waterproofed an extra meter than the Hero 7.
There we go. That's all you need. That
It's
extra
also temperature
beat.
resistant, as low as minus 10 degrees C, which
That's pretty
suggests
cold.
Yeah, 16% increase to efficiency of cooling. The heat transfer system allows generated heat to be quickly dissipated. And it sounds a little bit like that's probably pretty important to Mel. So, yeah, you can get a 256 gig card for that thing as well. And it's cheaper than the Hero 7. It also is capable of higher frame rates and resolutions than the Hero 7. But it can't live stream.
Can we get the name of the camera again, please, buddy? What was that?
The DJI Osmo Action. It's from the company DJI, most famous for their gimbals, of course. They make the DJI
I
Ronin
love
series.
a good gimbal.
Well, the
Big
Ronin
fan
S,
of the gimbal.
It's a fantastic gimbal. I like playing with them at work. You just put a camera on there, you hit a few buttons, it just fucking balances that shit, and then you can
It's
run
fucking
about
magic.
with it.
Yeah.
It always stays upright. It's cool. It's really cool. What you should never do is put a 600mm lens on the camera that's on the gimbal, though, buddy, because
Bit weighty.
Obviously, that's not going to work for you.
No. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
there you
Mel
go.
says thanks, dude. So there we go. At least this episode, if it is all rubbish, we've helped someone out.
We've achieved something this day.
Yeah, well
and
done.
that's probably what we should end on. Great to hear
Gibbons.
from you, Mel.
End on a high.
Glad
Yeah,
you're having
Gibbons.
a nice time. Fucking enjoy the rest of your fishing and whatever else the fuck you get up to. And yeah, thanks to everyone for listening. As ever, it's been an absolute fucking joy and a pleasure, Ash. And I think it's time
You're
for us to
welcome.
jog on. What are we going to
Yeah.
do now? Exactly.
I don't know. My kids are still awake downstairs, so I need to sort them out. They're watching Black Panther, I believe. Right, Meow?
Well, you may or may not be back then.
I
with
will
that-
be back. Don't you worry.
That sort of suspense
I'll be back.
to leave the listeners in.
Yeah, who
We will
knows?
say goodbye. We'll be back next week. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you next time. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Where's my mouse? There it is.